Now I'm showing you guys the secret to editing like Ken Carson in 2025. Now I'm not just going to show you noise with some black and white effects. Today I have some real sauce to get the stylized look that he's been using in his most recent music videos. I'm talking Lord of Chaos, Money Spread. So if you guys are interested in learning the secret sauce and the effects I'm going to be using, make sure to stay to the very end. Now if you're new to the channel, my name's Jacob and I run the Tiny Tapes shop where I sell editing plugins, presets, and all of that. So if you're interested in upgrading your visuals, check that out down below. But without wasting any more time, let's hop right into the tutorial. So opened up in After Effects here, I have the two most recent music videos to show you guys like the look I'm going to be going for. So you can see we have this really grungy, dark look right here. I'm going to show you guys how you get this super simply on your regular log footage, which is very hard to do, but I found some secret sauce because I'm the GOAT. And then next here, we have the Lord of Chaos music video here, which also has this super grungy, stylized look as well. So let me hop right into showing you guys how you can do that on your music video footage. And to do these effects, I picked the most regular looking Ken Carson video. So this is a very old video, but you can see the shots are normal. Like the footage is going to look like what your footage is going to look like. It's not already going to be shot on a VHS camera, already have effects on it. This is pretty basic and bare bones here. So let's use this frame as an example here. So the first effect that I highly recommend that you guys try, and that will pretty much lead to the quality or the style that he is going for, is Sapphire Hotspots. I'm about to change your world right now. We're going to drag and drop this on. You guys can see how it makes the video look. Now, don't be scared. Basically, what we're going to do now is just play with the threshold until we get it to our liking. And it's basically going to make all the darker scenes very dark, just like so. So if we go through and watch the music video, you guys can see we get his teeth just barely shining through there, right? You can see this right here. We have this scene and then we have this. So if you want to go ahead and play with the threshold, you can really tweak that to your liking. And that'll have it looking like this music video right here. So that's the effect that they used on this. And let me show you some other styles that you can get to have it look distorted like this. So let me find a better frame to do this on, or that might have been the best one here. So let's go ahead and turn the threshold just like that. Now, before we apply this, I'm going to turn this off for a second. I'm going to go ahead and apply a color correction curves. Now we're going to make 3 points just like so. I'm going to go ahead and turn the whites up a lot, and then we'll turn this back on. And you guys can see instantly we get more of the look that we're looking for. So you want to go ahead and play with the curves here, and then I'll have it looking a lot more like the example. Now that we have this there, you can play around with the hotspots a little bit more. So if you want to turn up the brightness, you can go ahead and do that. Play the saturation as well, totally up to you. But you're really going to get the look here with the threshold. So you guys can see I'm really getting those tones in his shirt and then his teeth as well. So another effect to go on top of this is something called Unsharp mask. If you guys haven't used this on your music videos, honestly, I highly recommend you try it because it really just distorts everything. As you guys can see there, it's adding a lot more texture, especially when I turn it up right here. So we got a lot more texture in this look. Now this music video does have some pretty weird effects on it, as you guys can see. So this isn't really going to help with those weird effects, but for the regular shots, it's going to make it look super clean, like this one here. Maybe you want to turn that Unsharp mask down, and then we could play with the curves for this specific shot here. But you guys can see immediately, if I turn all these off, we're turning like this clip right here, which is very simple, into like this very cool looking dark shot. Now I recommend that you guys add noise on this as well, or grain, totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop noise, and you want to go ahead and just turn that up just like so. And you can use color noise if you want, it's up to you. I like the way color noise looks on this footage. And then if you did want as well, you could add something like a tint just to make everything black and white if you do want to go for that black and white look. Now, one of the biggest things when using hotspots is it looks a lot better on footage that has white backgrounds. So let me show you guys an example of that. So I have this music video right here, and I'm gonna show you guys how it looks on this. So you want to go ahead and just search up hotspots, drag and drop it on, and you guys can see immediately we get a lot more of that grungy Ken Carson look when we do have a scene that is almost completely white. So we're gonna go ahead and play this through a little bit more, and you can see how it's really affecting the skin tones and the highlights, just like so. Now you can go ahead and turn the threshold up, and you're really going to get this crazy grungy look that looks like something straight out of a Ken Carson music video. So I highly recommend shooting towards white backgrounds or anything like that if you are going to do this look, because you guys can see here, this is a super crazy style. If you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to leave a like and comment down below what other tutorials you guys want me to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.